Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? My name is Larry Jones. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. But we got to talk about something today that is very fishy and suspicious, but very important as it pertains to your crypto and your crypto miners, because they go lockstep, hand in hand. All right. First, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Make sure that you hit like soon as you see these videos. Make sure you continue to share my page with your friends. First, let me start by saying, stock up you. The price will reflect that it has went up to 2024 pricing, but you want to use this coupon code when you sign out. All right. Before you hit the final pay, you're going to see right beside the price, you're going to see a sign that says coupon code, right? And you put in stock up 2023, okay? Stock up 2023, and you will receive $100 off of the listed price. Now, the listed price is the same price. The discounted price is the same price it was yesterday. So for those of you that already bought, you haven't missed anything. But that is the coupon code, all right? So let's keep it going. Let's talk about what's going on, all right? What's going on? Now, follow me. We're going to talk about Blackrock. Blackrock, remember, Blackrock controls over $10 trillion. Supposedly, BlackRock has been involved, supposedly, in a lot of underhanded stuff. You guys remember back, that's been following me for a while, with the dark pools, and then the media reporting certain things, and then we find out that, they own the company that owns the media. And when you have a conglomerate that controls over $10 trillion, they are very powerful. Now, I believe, and a lot of people believe, someone as big as that, a company as big as that, are not going to enter in anything and be the smallest one. They're not going to sit at the table and be the smallest one at the table. Don't get it twisted. So they are about what? Control and full control. All right. So follow me down this rabbit hole. Who owns Grayscale? Now, you guys do know that Grayscale has been around for a while. They used to be the biggest owner in the States of Bitcoin. All right. So I don't know if they are compared to MicroStrategy. Yes, actually, Grayscale owns more than MicroStrategy. Cool. Okay. So remember that Grayscale is the number one. Now, the SEC, Gary Gensler and the SEC had a meeting, right? That meeting was with BlackRock, BlackRock, ARK, and Grayscale concerning the spot ETF, okay? The Bitcoin spot ETF. Remember, they had that meeting, okay? And they had that meeting with the NASDAQ, okay? Because that's where it's supposedly going to get listed if it gets approved. Right, so now, let's look at this. Who owns Grayscale? Remember this, Digital Currency Group, all right? DCG, all right? Digital Currency Group owns Grayscale. That's important in this story. All right, let's go here. Grayscale. So now, as we could see here, the headline is Grayscale chair Silbert. Grayscale chair Silbert resigns while the SEC molds Bitcoin ETF. Now, the timing is very, very highly suspect, okay? And whenever a big institution buys an equity, right, especially in a mass amount, they're not going to pay the same prices as you and I, good people. That's absurd to them. That's absurd. Why that's absurd? Me pay the same price as you peasants? That's what happens, good people. And so there's always shenanigans that goes on. Here we go. Grayscale Investment, the cryptocurrency trust manager, vying for U.S. approval to control the world's biggest Bitcoin trust, right? Into an exchange-traded fund, said Barry Silbert, has resigned as the chairman. Now, remember, when is this supposed to supposedly get past this spot ETF? Just 2 weeks from now, right? January 10th is supposed to be the day. So why would he resign? Okay, so that's very, very highly suspect. Let's go here. Let me blow this up a little bit because this gets real interesting. Silbert is chief executive and founder of Grayscale. Now, he is the chief executive and founder of Grayscale, all right? Parent Digital Currency Group, right? So the founder leaves and resigns the sprawling crypto conglomerate that is embroiled in several ongoing disputes in the wake of the 2022 industry meltdown. So there, you guys know about that. DCG, who is DCG? Digital Current Group, all right? Digital Currency Group, DCG. DCG is the subject of lawsuits by the regulators over a lending program by its former United Genesis Global Capital and Gemini Trust Corporation. Okay, you guys know about that. All right, so here we go. Silbert, who's only 47, will be succeeded by Mark Scheik. Is that Scheik? Whoever this dude is, Mark, all right? He is who? The chief financial officer of what? DCG. Remember, Digital Currency Group. So the chief financial officer of the company that owns Grayscale will now be running it, all right? So that's what we got. Digital Currency Group appoints Mark as chief. No, this is old, okay? All right, so let's go back. See here? Yeah, Mark. So he will be appointed by Mark. So the original CEO is gone, and we're just going to call him Mark S. is now the new officer. Okay, so here we got here on CoinDesk to confirm it. I never just go with one news source. So now let's see, what do we have here? Spot ETFs discuss in meeting. So remember, I was sharing with you guys that they had a meeting, all right? And I had it highlighted here where they had a meeting with Cathie Wood's ARK, right? Grayscale and Blackrock. They all had a meeting also with the NASDAQ, right? All right, so it breaks down here who you see Grayscale here, you see ARK here, right? And they had a discussion, right? And so after they have this discussion, then the CEO of Grayscale resigns. So now, why did they resign? So there's a lot of chatter about BlackRock wanting to buy out Grayscale, right? And I can only imagine that the CEO of Grayscale maybe didn't want that in the beginning. You know how it goes when big corporations won't land and you won't sell. They put pressure on you. Now, I'm not saying Grayscale is doing that, but it is very suspect. So on Reddit, you have a lot of chatter. And I know there's some knuckleheads on Reddit, but there's some very smart people on Reddit. Don't get it twisted. So there's a lot of chatter about BlackRock buying Grayscale. And so you have to ask, why? How much Bitcoin does Grayscale own, right? So Grayscale has used the capital. Here we go. They have accumulated over 643,572 as of September 3rd, 2023. 643,572 Bitcoins. This is Grayscale, remember. That's around $17.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, right? How much does ARK have? Now remember, Cathie Wood bought some Bitcoin years ago. She bought it at $250. Man, don't you wish you had that? Don't you wish you had bought Bitcoin at $250? All right, but there's more. She has more. All right. So as you could see here, she bought $100,000 worth when it was at 250. That's only around $7.6 million. Now, she has accumulated more over the years. Let's see here. But that's what she bought in, here we go, about $5.9 million. ARK eventually was able to get Bitcoin exposure via Grayscale. Aha. So even ARK was buying from Grayscale, right? So this makes the plot even more suspicious. So you got Grayscale, you got the big boys right here, right? So you got Grayscale and you got ARK, right? So ARK is buying from Grayscale, right? But it goes deeper than that. Check this out. Look at this. How much Bitcoin is owned by Blackrock, right? Not only does BlackRock owns Bitcoin, but BlackRock owns approximately 206 million worth of, look at that, Mara. That is Marathon Digital Holdings at 176 million worth for BlackRock. Now, I want you guys to know that that's chump change for BlackRock. BlackRock will buy the companies that not just that holds Bitcoin, but manufactures Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, BlackRock owns the largest, look at this, BlackRock is one of the largest shareholders of 4 out of 5 top Bitcoin miners, right? So, yes, it appears, supposedly, allegedly, I'm not trying to get sued, that BlackRock is trying to, what? Corner the market and own it all. Now, why did I wake up extremely early to go over this looking with puffy eyes? Because we need to continue to keep an eye on BlackRock and what they do. I suspect that there will be some FUD that's going to come out, right? That's what I suspect. I suspect there will be some FUD that will come out, and it may be by BlackRock themselves to what? Force the price down. When will it happen? Will it happen before the spot ETF gets approved? Maybe. Will it happen after? Maybe, right? But I suspect it will happen before the halving. Get ready for some shenanigans. You said, Larry, why would they buy it? This is chump change. What they own right now is chump change, but they own the miners, right? So if some FUD comes out and it forces the price down, they could load up because a lot of you guys will start to dump in fear, okay? And now, so you said, Larry, you was talking about taking profits. You could take profits. And then when it goes down, you can buy again. But just like I was talking about Bitcoin, just like I was talking about the crypto miners, just like I was talking about Shiba Inu when it was 5 zeros and a 6 and an 8 and nobody was touching it, look at it now. So one last thing. Yesterday when I made the video about the stock, the crypto miners that I thought was undervalued, and I talked about Cipher, right? Remember? And Cipher was up about 10%. Okay, Cipher was up about 10%. After hours, or right after I uploaded the video, Cipher took off, and it continued to take off after hours. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. So this is Cipher, right? And this is Cipher warrants. So Cipher right now, look at that. Yesterday went up 23%. And then the warrants went up 19%, right? So look at this. Cipher went up 23%. And in the pre-markets, it's up another 12.65%. So Cipher looks like it may have another good day today. So let's look at the warrants. The Cipher warrants went up 19%, but are up another almost 12% in the pre-markets. All right. So I want you to keep your eye on that. Of course, we will come back to you today and talk about that. We're going to keep an eye on that. But listen, I stand by what I've said in the last two videos about taking some profits. Now, listen, there's not one way to take profits. You can, so Fidelity, or one of the major brokers, is the only place you can get the warrants from Cipher. So what do I have on my Cipher warrants and my Cipher stock that is in my Fidelity? I have a trailing stop loss. That is not 100%, but some of you guys that bought near the top, you may need to sell some, okay? But for us that have been in it a long time and got it very, very cheap and that are up a couple of 100%, then we could do a trailing stop loss. Now you could set your trailing stop loss where you see fit. You could set it at 10%. You could set it at 20%. But if you bought near the top, you need to squeeze it. You could set it at 5% if you want to, okay? So I stand behind what I wanted to say because I want you guys to make money. And if you are honest with yourself, your problem from 2023, 2022, and 2021 was not that you took too much profit, is that you didn't take enough profit and you held too long and it turned around and went down. Remember, you can always get back in, number one. Number two, we expect even now for all these crypto miners to still have room to cool down leading up to the halving. All right. I'll see you guys later on today. All right. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Hey, remember, the price reflected in Stock Up you could get $100 off the price. So the price listed is $100 more than what it was yesterday, but you can use coupon code STOCKUP2023 and get $100 off, which reflects 2023 pricing. All right. Make sure you use the coupon code. All right. We'll see you later today. Live, love, laugh, and learn.